Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long. I'm so sorry. Hello, excuse my voice. I'm getting over a cold at the moment, but hello, it is so good to see you or hear you or I guess talk to you again. Can we just appreciate this absolutely beautiful, stunning letter that, our very good friend of the channel Yonki sent me this beautiful handmade letter. I love her letters. Every time I get them, they just feel like Christmas every single time. The watercolor is absolutely stunning. It's like based off of the Netherlands, and I am so obsessed. I honestly just want to stick it to my wall because it is an absolute masterpiece. And the letter is so cutely tied up with this adorable string. And she made this little booklet for me that includes the letter and also these other wonderful goodies. It was so wonderful to hear from her again, and honestly, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to get back to her. Because the last thing, one of my last previous videos, she had sent me an amazing, goodie box package thing full of yummy things. So we tried some Dutch snacks together and the video was really awesome, and she sent me these awesome amazing gifts. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to send her a package back because it was our 5-year Penpal anniversary, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to send her a package too. And I had planned to do that, and then she beat me to it, and then life got the best of me, and now I'm really delayed. But anyways, that is what we are doing today, which is super exciting. But first, we're just opening the letter that she sent me, and she included these really interesting little stickers. I thought in the beginning they were just regular stickers, but they're these vinyl. I think they're for windows. I thought they were so cute, so I'm gonna put them in the window right beside my desk. Because I ended up moving my desk differently in my apartment, and now it's beside the main window in the living room. Anyways, it's really awesome. So I get this beautiful daylight, and it's really great. And I can put these little stickers in the corner, and it makes me think of her, and it makes me really happy. And she also sent me this cute little Dutch flag. I love it. Adorable. So cute. Yonki, if you're watching this, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. I love the goodies that you send me every single time. Your letters are so beautiful and heartfelt, and masterpieces, and just mwah, chef's kiss. I love you so much. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, let's get into creating her letter. Let's go. All right, so I recently recently when I was recording this, I had recently gotten all this spare extra scrapbooking supplies from this family friend who owns a craft store, and she had a bunch of extras. So I spent a good 3 days just cutting up pieces so that I had pieces to use when I was journaling and things like that. And one of these pieces were these adorable, colorful little crafting gnomes, and I swear the chokehold that these cute little gnomes have on me is absolutely crazy. So obviously I had to use them for this letter because they are so stinking cute. And also it had all these cute papers, and all the colors were such a vibe, and I was I'm feeling so inspired by the colors. I love this, and it's all about crafting, and obviously my pen pal and I love crafting, and it just felt very much on theme. So that is what we went with for the letter today, and honestly I'm very happy with it. I thought it turned out super cute, so I hope you guys like it too. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it felt right, especially because with the letter she sent me was so very elegant in the way that she did things with the art of the watercolor and stuff for the letter. It's just, or the envelope, it was so stunning. So I went for more a classical paper sticker type of craftiness, which I think shows our styles very nicely. But yeah, I was so excited to get started. Lately I've really been enjoying just using lined paper for my letters. It makes things a little bit easier. Oh, and I also had these very old pieces of paper that I never saw myself ever using. But here I am today actually using them. Crazy how stuff comes in handy, huh? But yeah, it was really cool to finally be able to use these because they just fit correctly in the color scheme, which was really fun. But I did want to cut them into quarters. Now I would do this differently next time because when I cut them like this, everything kind of went a little bit sideways, and thus the cuts were not exactly straight, and stuff ended up in different lengths But hey, nothing in life is perfect. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, and that's okay. So, yes, I had this cute pink paper, this green one with little hearts, and then this like zebra pink pattern situation. Yeah, I just thought it fit the colors perfectly for the little gnomes that I was planning to use. And so those are the base papers that I decided to use for today. And then, as I said, I like using line paper lately for my letters. It just makes my writing like neater, and I really like the kind of like old school look of it of like back when we used to pass notes in high school and stuff like that. So, and I really enjoy annotating my letters as well. That's like a new style that I started experimenting with this year, I think, or maybe last year, I don't know. But like once I write my letter, I go back through with like a marker and like circle and underline to put like emphasis on certain things. And I don't know, it's a really fun little detail that I like putting in my letters. And I thought that fit this theme as well. So that's what I did later on. But yeah, now I'm here just cutting up some pieces that I need. I thought this green tag would fit perfectly and just add a little bit more of that green in the bottom left-hand corner, possibly. But then I ended up changing it to a yellow bag, which I thought was really cute too. And then I had the blue tag on the top there with that little pink hat gnome. And oh, they're so cute. They're holding scissors with this little star. Isn't that so cute? And then they have their beards tied up. Like, are you kidding? It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love them so much. I'm so sad I have a limited amount of them. Oh, they're so cute. They make me so happy. I love that it doesn't take much to make me happy. Just paper and cuteness. That's it. I'm not a complicated person. So, as I'm recording this voiceover, it is currently near the end of September, and I actually recorded this clip and video in July. So safe to say by now the package has safely arrived in my pen pal's hands, which is very exciting. Very happy that everything got there safely. One thing I didn't account for though, even though I did declare everything, for some reason customs still got mad at my package, and then it was a little bit of a hassle for my pen pal. I'm so sorry, Yonki, if you're hearing this. I didn't know that was going to happen. I did research and I thought everything would be fine, and I sent everything like safe that wasn't, you know, crazy. It was literally mostly craft supplies. But, you know, things happen, and obviously the package was safe and everything ended up being okay, thankfully. But that was a little bit of a stressful part of the whole sending package process. But yeah, everything ended up being okay, so that's great. Good news. But yeah, the package did arrive safely, which is very exciting. I am uploading this like super late just because life got really crazy. But yeah, it was really, really, really fun because I just haven't been able to like put a package like that for somebody in such a long time. And I like really went out of my way to choose like specific things that I think Yunki would like really enjoy, either new things that she hasn't necessarily dealt with yet and stuff that she could experiment with, and other things that I know that she would like in terms of crafting supplies. And then of course I had to send like, you know, some Canadian related goodies. There are a couple things that I was looking for though while I was shopping and I just couldn't find them, and I'm really sad about that because they're like iconic and I couldn't find them. So I'll talk about that a little bit later when we're looking at the stuff that I actually bought for the package. But yeah, so anyways, I sent her a lot of goodies and some handmade things too, and obviously the main part being, well, I guess the main part could also be the rest of the package, but you know, the iconic part is the letter, of course. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this letter turned out. And at this point I hadn't like done anything creative journaling wise or pen paling wise in like a really long time when I was recording this, so it felt really, really good to like just like play around with a glue stick and paper for a while. Yeah, I just hadn't done it for a while, and it's really therapeutic and it's really fun to get to after, you know, such a long time, and life has been so insane this year. So I was really grateful for just like a moment of peace. But yes, as of recording this voiceover in September, I have started getting back into a lot of creative hobbies, and one of them includes lino printing. I don't think I've ever made a video about lino printing, but that is one of my hobbies that I do, that I actually first had a class about in university. and I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really fun. So I think I will actually make a video about that to show you guys kind of like the pieces that I made in university, and then the pieces that I've made now outside of university, just in my own time. And I think I also found a way to use that hobby and incorporate it with my Etsy, which is very exciting. I think I can make some stuff at home, so I have been just like trying some different techniques out. I think I'll talk about it more in that upcoming video. I think I'll probably actually record that video tomorrow, which is very exciting. So yeah, that is tomorrow's plan. So, you know, lino printing video coming at you really, really soon. But yeah, it has been really, really, really fun to get into. I really enjoy lino printing, even though it like can take quite a while to do the carving and all that kind of stuff. But I'll talk about the entire process in that whole video. So that's coming really, really soon. I hope you guys enjoy that one. I always love sharing new hobbies with you guys. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm finally feeling less stressed about life, about health and, you know, jobs and school and all that. Well, I mean, I'm still stressed about a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. I have chronic stress issues, but you know, I'm gonna take the good times for what they are, or else I'm never gonna enjoy anything. So yeah, I'm just excited to be excited about things again, you know? Yeah, it's been an interesting year. It's been an interesting past couple of years. So I'll just take what I can get. And I've been really enjoying being a creative again lately, which I've been missing a lot in the past couple of years. So I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, for the envelope, I ended up keeping it quite simple, which I'm quite happy with. I think it fits the theme with the rest of the letter. But then, yeah, I put some goodies together and I laid it all out, which we'll see in just a second. I obviously included a lot of wonderful goodies because this was a whole package, not just a letter. So here we are. I included a bunch of paper, some of the gnomes, and some of these cute other like little things that I cut out from the extra scrapbooking stuff that the family friend gave us. So that was really exciting to get. And of course, again, the little gnomes and part of that set was super cute too. I had to give her some. This cute little list was adorable too. These cute little like pastel florals of like these flowers, and the butterfly was absolutely stunning, so I decided to put that in too. And then some more like rustic vibes could be cute too, so I included some of that. And this was actually from like a baby set, but I thought it was still very cute and fitting, so I included that as well. And then you can see where I wrote out the letter and annotated it with some different colors too to add some emphasis. And then of course I added the scrapbooking paper that I used throughout the entire spread for her to use as she pleases. And yeah, that's how the entire letter turned out. I thought it was very, very cute. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, I really had a blast making this. It's always so fun making letters for Yonki. I always get to try out so many different styles, but also doing like the classic styles that I love to do as well. And yeah, it's just always such a fun time working with her. Well, I guess we're not working, I don't know, what is it? Being friends? I like creating things for her. I did end up having to chop some of the paper because it was a little bit too tall for the envelope, so that's what all those scraps are. But yeah, that is the final letter, and here it is, and here I am back a couple months ago. But that is not all that we're including today. We are actually packing an entire box full of goody things for our pen pal. The first thing was these adorable little like metallic brush pens. I thought she could make some beautiful things with them. I also got these like little sticker sheet things that I use a lot in my junk journal. I also had these pastel Sharpies that I thought I would include because I never use them, but I thought they're really pretty, so I know Yonki would use them. This awesome set of washi tapes that I found that I thought that she would love, and of course maple cookies, which are like a Canadian classic. They're so good. I grew up with them. I love having them with ice cream or with yogurt. Super yummy. And we're going to be wrapping everything in some paper because I want it to like feel like Christmas, because obviously the best part of Christmas is opening up presents, and I wanted that type of vibe for my pen pal, so it felt like super special. So I think this took me maybe like 2 hours to wrap everything, to be quite honest. I'm not the best wrapper, but you know, I did my best, and I think that's what counts. But yeah, I tried to wrap everything, and I really hope she liked the cookies. Something that I was looking for was actually maple candies. They're usually like these little, like, I guess, like, like the classic little like sugar candies or whatever, but they're like maple candies. I could not find them for the life of me. I also grew up with those, and they used to be everywhere, and for some reason I just couldn't find them, which was really strange. So I did want to send some of those, but I guess I couldn't because I couldn't find them. So I'll send them in the next package. So unfortunately, the only like Canadian goodie thing that I ended up sending was the maple cookies, but I will do better next time and include more yummy yummies for her to enjoy, or maybe find another way to send them to her, maybe through Amazon or something from her area, so she doesn't have to deal with the whole hassle of the customs being silly for some reason, even though I declared everything. But anyways, whatever happens, happens. But yes, I wrapped up every single piece to make sure it all felt very, very personalized for her. And I added some little notes to make it all fun and cutesy, and I put it all in the box. I also decided to include this little whale keychain that I crocheted. I love crocheting, and I wanted to make her some little things, so I had these extras. And this cute little dino, I'm so attached to this dino. I love him so much, but I thought that my pen pal was absolutely deserving of this cute little guy. So he's safe and happy with my pen pal, and yeah, I'm so glad that she has him now. Next up, of course, I had to include even more scrapbooking supplies because duh, it's what we do. So I cut up all of these extra pieces of paper. I would have kept them in their regular big square shape, but that didn't fit in the box, so I just cut them into quarters, which I personally think that size works really great for journaling anyways, because in the journals that we usually use, they're like smaller journals, right? So it's not like we can use like the entire sheet at once anyways, and I usually work with quarters. And with what I've seen my pen pal use, I feel like she usually does the same thing. So that's what I did. I included some more goodies for her to use in her journaling, and of course I wrapped it up to make it even more special. I hope she had a lot of fun opening everything. So yeah, I put that in the box, and then with the letter and the dino and some more stuffing to make sure everything was good, and then came the wonderful hassle of taping up this box. So this was just like an extra box that I had gotten from my dad, and often in packages I always see that like the corners and edges get really banged up during transit. So what I did is that I put this more like heavy duty and pretty looking duct tape so that the sides were like reinforced so that they wouldn't get damaged. So I said, 1 second. And I had just enough to cover the box. So I thought that was a perfect sign. So everything is nice and secure for its voyage across the sea. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was so lovely to put this together. Yonki, I love you so much. And yes, I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye guys.